To know that murderers come down through here, I mean, yeah, it's scary. Who could have done that? Who could have left a baby at it somewhere with strangers outside in this heat? I mean, who would do that?
Exactly, who would do that? Welcome back. We have some new developments to share with you as the manhunt continues this morning for the wanted suspect in the case of 4 murders and the abandonment of a baby. Authorities have charged 2 others in connection to the case. Tanaka Brown and Giovonte Thomas are charged with accessory after the fact. Investigators believe both men assisted suspect Austin Drummond. The bodies of 4 adult family members were found in a wooded area in Lake County, Tennessee. The baby's mom, 20-year-old Adriana Williams, the baby's dad, 21-year-old James Wilson, the baby's grandmother, 38-year-old Courtney Rose, and the baby's uncle, 15-year-old Braden Williams. On Friday, investigators held a press conference and warned the public about Austin Drummond. They also talked about his long rap sheet.
Austin Drummond was convicted in Madison County several years ago for an aggravated robbery. He was sentenced to the Tennessee Department of Corrections, and he was housed at Northwest Correctional, which is in Tiptonville in Lake County. He completed that sentence. So it's what we call flattening the sentence. So he doesn't actually come out on parole or probation. He's just released because he's done all of his time in prison. While he was in prison, he received other charges. We actually took him to grand jury in Lake County because since it occurred at the prison, then it was in our jurisdiction. He had some drug charges that we indicted him for, and then shortly after that, he actually was charged and indicted in Lake County for attempted murder, attempted first-degree murder, which took place inside the prison. Because he completed his sentence, then that was just like any other sentence that a person on the street would have committed. So what happened is once he was released from the Department of Corrections, the Lake County Sheriff's Department picked him up, just as they would anyone else, brought him to the Lake County Jail, and he made bond. So he has been out on bond on those charges when we think that this was allegedly committed.
Oh, my. Let's talk about this some more. Let's bring in our guest. Still with me, attorney Jennifer Brandt and private investigator Manuel Gomez. All right, Manuel, hearing that criminal history and him being out on bond, what do you think, please?
Well, Julie, I have to say this is the year of the serial killer and the murderer, as we all see throughout all the cases on court TV. The fact that they let him out is a travesty to our system. The system failed. He was being charged with attempted murder. He was in the Department of Corrections. He should have never been left out. Those people should not be dead. He should have been going to trial. Why did they release him? This is insane. In New York, we don't release them if they got attempted murder charges, drug charges. Yeah, he did his time. I understand that. But letting him make bail, I'm sorry. This was a failure of the system.
I echo everything you just said. I couldn't agree with you more. It is insane. It is insane. The system failed the public here big time. Because you're right, Manuel. He's got an attempted homicide charge. You're right. He served his time on the aggravated robbery charge. This is a different crime that's being alleged here. I mean, that is nuts to me that it would be, oh, he did this in the prison, and then, oh, you can have a bond. Like, this isn't stealing a sandwich at a cafe. This is trying to kill someone. There's no reason in the world he should have had a bond. Like, whatever judge gave him a bond and whatever prosecutor had the case, like, I would love to know what in the world those people were thinking, or weren't they thinking? Because he had to have been brought in, been arraigned. You know, you look at the charges, you look at the history, you know, and who thought it was a good idea to let him go home? This is the kind of thing that happens. It's infuriating. Jennifer Brandt, I would love your thoughts on this. I'm sure you have a lot to say about this guy and whether he should be out at this time.
I 100% agree with both of you. I mean, he was a dangerous individual. He had threatened the jurors at his prior trial after, you know, they brought this up at the parole hearing for him. He was a bad guy. He is a bad guy and not somebody that should be let out on the street, especially when there was reason to still hold him. I mean, yeah, he did his time, but then there were other charges against him. Knowing how dangerous, what a dangerous individual he is, why would anyone think about releasing him into the public? I mean, this is a guy that just went right out and committed another crime even worse than his first. So when are we going to learn to keep these people in jail, especially when there's reason to?
Exactly. Jennifer, you're so right. When are we going to learn? What's it going to take? 4 people are dead. This was a massacre of this family. Manuel, authorities are saying this guy is really dangerous. Don't approach him. They're telling the public, stay away from this guy. How much of a threat to society do you think Austin Drummond is right now?
Well, you brought up a good point, Julie, about his threat. The prosecutor said that this is an isolated incident to the situation. No, he is a bona fide serial killer. He killed 4 people brutally. And this case, he is a danger to the entire Tennessee. And the bottom line is that this case also epitomizes what do you do when a serial killer is coming at you. You have to try to humanize yourself. You got to let him see, hey, my name is Manuel. I'm a father. I have children. This is why when he killed those 4 people, he saved the baby's life because the baby was crying. He saw the vulnerability. He saw the angel. He saw, oh my God, I can't kill this innocence. The baby became humanized. And I can prove that to you because he even put the baby in a child seat, Julie, and dropped her off. All these serial killers have this in common. They see us as objects, and that's why they kill us. The minute we humanize ourselves and they see us as human beings, they won't kill you. But he is a threat to America, and he is more dangerous because he does not want to go to jail.
Well said, Manuel. Excellent insight. So we're starting to see what the connection may be. We have a Facebook post from a family member. So Courtney Rose, who's the baby's grandma, and this woman who's writing the post says that Courtney, her husband, and Caitlin Speed are siblings. And she says that Adriana and Braden are their niece and their nephew. And Adriana is the baby's mother. Austin Drummond was Caitlin's boyfriend at one time. She says he was close to our family. We cared about him. We thought he cared about us. He's literally been nothing short of amazing to us and our kids every time he's been around us up until this point. He has been amazing to our niece, who's Caitlin's daughter. We never expected him to cause any harm to anyone, much less anyone in our family. Wow. Jennifer Brandt, what do you think hearing these words from these family members?
Yeah, well, now we know there's a connection, and it's not just a random killing, because you wonder, why would he harm these 4 people and want to kill them? Because, I mean, he wasn't robbing them. What could they have, really? But, there was some connection. While he may have been nice to the family, who knows? I mean, who knows what went on with he and Caitlin, and whether he was angry, obviously, at her for some reason, or the other family members. But as we've pointed out, this is a dangerous individual. He does not value human life. He does not, even people he knows, he had his connection with them. He had been in a relationship with one of them at one point, doesn't care. He's a cold-hearted killer. So he is dangerous, and hopefully they're able to catch him and get him off the street as soon as possible.